QUBIC Labs presents Boston Blockchain Week, Stepping into the Future, celebrating the creators, innovators, and heroes of blockchain and Web3. I'm Mike Joshua from MuddHouse Media, reporting from Boston Blockchain Week 2022, presented by QUBIC Labs. With me now is Daren Hebold from Luxolo Financial. Daren, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
Absolutely. Tell me a little bit about Luxolo and why you're here this week.
You bet. So Luxolo Financial is an in-person cryptocurrency exchange. We're a bricks and mortar location in Portland, Maine, where people can come in and purchase any amount of Bitcoin that's suitable to their portfolio. We have an experienced exchange desk advisor who walks each customer through the process of setting up a wallet, backing it up, loading it with Bitcoin, perhaps making other investments, and then growing that holding over time, and then ultimately engaging in other financial sovereignty activities that we will be offering in the future.
Wow, that's great. Is there any minimum if people are coming in off the street? Hey, I want to, some people might think I can't afford that, or what kind of monies would people be taking into you to get going?
Some people say, geez, a Bitcoin looks like it's $20,000. I can't afford that.
Right.
But I'll tell you, we have an ATM machine, and you can stick a $10 bill in there and walk away with that amount of Bitcoin that day, and all the way up to the whales are coming in doing $250,000 that day. So we can help people in that regard. We find it just adds a lot of value. People have a hard time even understanding blockchain and Bitcoin, much less finding their way through the maze online to try to do it themselves. And so there is value in having this in-person, human-based service.
No, absolutely. I could see that because people are used to that, right? They're used to going to the bank, and now suddenly everything's online, and that might just be enough to not do it. But if they can come in and see somebody and get a better kind of, work how they're used to working, it takes some of that fear down, and then they can move on with getting involved with crypto. That's cool. Talk a little bit about the importance of Boston Blockchain Week, why it's so vital to have events like this.
Yeah, I knew John O'Keefe from Portland, Maine, and I was so happy to meet him and learn that he was starting this initiative with Ian here in Boston. The Northeast does need a blockchain and Bitcoin hub where we can all meet and exchange and grow. So this is a fantastic event so far. I've already been meeting a couple of other founders in the space and hope to meet other investors as well. We are here, for those exact reasons, camaraderie, meeting investors and co-founders, and getting the word out for our firm, of course, and growing an industry that will be the future of finance.
Speaking of that, what does the future of blockchain technology look like to you?
I think somebody actually just said recently, you don't have to understand how a MasterCard works. You just have to see that it does work. Well, same thing with blockchain. And so it's our job as the industry is to just develop products and services that work for consumers better than government money, I might add. The consumer doesn't have to know exactly how it works. It just needs to be an awesome service. Wow, I can buy a Bitcoin, and then later on, I can pledge that Bitcoin as collateral and get a loan approved in 12 hours flat. That's what our firm is engaged in, and these are the types of services that we're really excited to bring to market. Again, just bringing people other options other than government money that gets debased by 10% a year,
right.
Which is not a big value proposition anymore.
And I think it's such a big thing to, like you said, you don't need to know, I use the internet. I don't have to know how it works. I just know it works when I need it to, and I think that's something similar. So I think that's great. What's something new that you're perhaps talking about this week? Some kind of new tech or something coming soon that you're really excited about?
You bet. Candidly, I have been skeptical about NFTs, non-fungible tokens. I just say to myself, I'm a pretty savvy guy with this blockchain, but what on earth do I need a picture of an ape for or something like that? But I will say I just learned something. I mean, it's really, there's a huge use case out there for just loyalty rewards and almost like an active sports card where you can own an NFT associated with a famous athlete, and you can enjoy airdrops and other rewards when he wins a game. And I thought that was a really awesome presentation, and that opened up my mind to NFTs. I think they're they actually might have a much bigger use case than I had surmised. So
Right. No, I think that it's a similar thing too, right? If you don't know what it is, or you're not sure, or if it's not explained, or you don't see it, you don't quite understand what it is, then all of a sudden you're like, oh, wait a minute, it's not just, or like what I learned, it's not just a picture or a photo. It's like, what's the utility? What do you get? It's not just a one-time thing, but it could open up other doors for, sports, concerts, anything like that you're following, almost like a little VIP club.
Exactly.
So it's not just a
Yeah.
one-time thing where you go, well, now what do I do with this? It's like, no, this just opened the door. Now you're into the club because you bought the NFT.
You bet. And then there could be a secondary market because it's like, hey, that NFT continuously pays dividends because you keep getting free concert tickets or whatever it might be. And so now you can go and sell that NFT someday.
Right. That's awesome. Why should business leaders embrace blockchain technology if they haven't yet, and or even more specifically, get involved with Boston Blockchain Week?
Blockchain is the future of finance, and unfortunately, there's a lot of people who are not seeing that and are missing out on what could be the biggest new industry since plastics, perhaps. I mean, this is a fantastic opportunity. The venture capitalists are certainly seeing it. There's a lot of VC money available out there for innovative entrepreneurs, including myself. And so I think they are seeing the light. I think the legacy players are not seeing the light. The incumbent banks, let's just say, are probably disincentivized from participating. I am very interested in this, and I think anyone with a keen eye on the next 3, 5, and 10 years ought to pay attention to this, because as we speak, our money is failing. By the time you have 10% inflation, my goodness, your $100 is only worth $90 at the end of the year. That is actually borderline catastrophic for some families, and we do need an alternative solution. And I think some of these cryptos and tokens can serve a very important role going forward in the financial system.
Daren, how do listeners get in touch with Luxolo?
You bet. You can reach Luxolo Financial at luxolo.io, which is our website, and we will promptly respond to you. You can live chat with us. You can call us from there. You can email us, and we very much look forward to answering your questions. Thanks for your time today, Mike. Yeah.
Absolutely. Daren, thank you.
For more on Boston Blockchain Week, go to bostonblockchainweek.com. For more about QUBIC Labs, go to QUBICLabs.com.